Welcome back to reality, everybody. I am the voice, Carl Andrews, alongside my brother, the extreme nerd, T.S Andrews. Yes, I know it's a mouthful, isn't it? The extreme nerd.
Hey,
T.S.
I like it, man.
Andrews.
It's a good name, man. It's a good name.
It is a good
the name I've had. It's my gaming tag, to be honest with you.
It's been your gaming tag for a long time.
Yeah, since I. God, when did I do that? Probably
2013, 2012.
No, it was before that.
Before that as well, maybe 2010.
2010.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. 2010.
Yeah,
the
because
extreme nerd was born.
I don't know whether if the videos are still on YouTube or not, but I did post. I did post an intro thing at the time. I don't even know if our old podcast is on there. Do you remember that when we did that?
Well, the one and only.
They're the Morty Vicker Productions.
Yeah, wow.
That
was great. That was great.
I wonder if they're still on there. I'll have to try and find them and see if I can try and get them off and repost them, because that would be funny. That would be funny. That was a long time ago. But anyway, yes. Welcome back to reality, everybody.
Yes, welcome back to reality. Anyway.
Episode 2.
It is episode 2, and we've got a jam-packed episode to get through.
Yeah, we do.
Let's get right to the point.
Aye.
Last week, I went and watched Minecraft.
Oh,
I took the boys.
Yeah, you went with the boys.
I took the boys and went and watched Minecraft. And I don't know. Do you know what? I got mixed feelings on it.
A lot of people do with that film. From what I've heard, I've not seen it myself, but I'm not really a Minecraft player. I've not really played much of Minecraft.
Not me, to be honest. I'm not really a Minecraft player either. But I enjoyed the film. I thought the film was good. Like I generally thought the film was good. It graphically looked beautiful and everything. I just thought that Jack Black actually ruined the film. No offense, like I like Jack Black as well.
That's interesting.
But I personally think he ruined the film. I think it was too much of him. And when I mean too much of him, you know what I mean, don't you? It's that typical Jack Black character that we all know and love from Tenacious D.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think he's like, to them, like he was probably like the best choice to have, because apparently he plays the game and you know all that kind of stuff. And and it's just like kids love him. But ironically enough. It's funny you should say that, because that was a lot of the criticisms that I had heard about the film was to do with him, and for the fact that it was just Jack Black being Jack Black, just, not really any depth, or just one giant advert, I guess. A lot
of people were memeing him, because obviously they branded the figures that came out. It's like, Mom, please, may I buy the fat middle-aged man?
Yeah, Steve is now a fat middle-aged man now with a grey beard.
And now apparently Steve now has a beard and stuff. Now they've put that into.
I wonder if they'll change that in Smash Brothers, because he's a playable character in Smash Brothers Ultimate.
Oh, great!
So I wonder whether if they'll. Nintendo will probably do something with the Switch 2 anyway, I imagine. So.
Anyway, out of 10, I'm gonna give it a 7, because generally I thought the film was really, really good. But I'm gonna take away that that bit just because, like, if they had casted somebody else, anybody, I think it might have been a better film.
Okay, fair enough.
Because I thought Jason Momoa, I thought he was quite funny, to be honest with you, and I thought he was gonna ruin the film.
Wow.
For me, I thought he was quite hilarious. Actually, to be quite funny, I thought he was really good.
Yeah, I don't mind Jason Momoa. I loved him when he did Stargate Atlantis. When he was in that.
Yeah, that was good.
I did like that.
But as we're talking about games...
Yeah, games.
Last time on this show, I was debating on whether to buy WWE 2K25 or F1 2025. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, I think it was about 4 hours after recording that episode, I bought F1 2025.
Yeah, he did. He ended up buying it.
That's what I bought. And I'm really enjoying it right now. So, the online mode is fantastic. I love the fact that they've put the Apex car in there, which is the movie that comes out in July. Which I will be also going to watch, so I'll be reviewing that
Brad
movie
Pitt
as well, with
movie,
good old Brad Pitt in there.
Apparently they wanted Tom Cruise for that film.
I'd much prefer Brad Pitt myself instead of Tom Cruise.
Apparently
but,
this is rumor and innuendo. I don't know if this is true or not. But apparently they wanted Tom Cruise for the film. Now he wanted to actually like drive the cars and like, because it's the same director I think that did the Top Gun Maverick movie, which is a brilliant film, and he did all the plane dog fights and stuff. That was all real stuff. And the Cruise wanted to drive the cars, and they wouldn't let him do it. Studio wouldn't let him do it, apparently, or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I believe there was. I believe it was filmed in a certain way, but. They were all filming when the Grand Prix were on, and apparently all the F1 drivers are in it, and there's clips from all the races and stuff, because obviously the F1 drivers all race their cars and everything, obviously. So, but I'm really, really looking forward to that movie as well. But cool. But anyway, that's added into the game, so you can actually be that team as well, which I think is pretty cool.
Oh, okay. So they've merged it with the film in some way.
Yeah, but the game in itself hasn't really changed much. Still kind of the same game as last year, apart from you just got the updated teams and you've got these online, you've got added stuff to the online menu, which is great because me and Roman play online, team mode, online season team mode, so you get extra bits in there, which is pretty cool. All round, I think the game is pretty good. I'm really enjoying it right now.
Interesting. Well, check that out. F1 25 is out now. You can get it on all platforms, I believe. It's through EA, right? So it'll be on EA Play. So, yeah, check it out if you're an F1 fan.
Aye.
Definitely. There is some new news that's come out recently with games in general. There's been a new game being announced. And now IO Entertainment, I believe it is, or EOS Entertainment. It's the same developers that make the Hitman games. They have now released a trailer for the new 007 game that they had teased several years prior, called 007 First Light.
Okay. I didn't know what the name was. I haven't actually looked at the trailer.
It looks great. I was pleasantly surprised. Surprised by the art direction and just the direction that they've gone in general, especially with the casting of Bond. They've made him a hell of a lot younger.
Who is Bond?
I don't recognise him.
Or is it just?
I don't know who the actor is, but it's somebody that I don't recognise. But it looks very Uncharted.
Cool.
It's got that kind of vibe to it, and also the cutscenes and all of that. It screams like Spider-Man on PlayStation 5. It's that kind of style, that kind of story built. It feels very narrative driven. Obviously, it should be. It's 007 game.
So we're looking at first.
It's third person.
My type of game.
It's third person.
Love it.
From the looks of it. And it looks like they're going to be touching more into the tactical espionage stuff of Bond, which sounds really cool. Amongst everything else, like the gadgets. Q's in it, obviously. They've got M and, all of those characters, Money Pennies and all of that. I don't know who the villain's going to be. I only watched it once, and it was so quick, and I was so taken back by it that I need to rewatch it again anyway.
Okay. I need to just watch it anyway.
But what I really loved about it, or the one thing that actually really got my attention, was that they gave him his scar. Now, in the books, for anybody that's read the books, will know one of Bond's major characteristics that everyone remembers him by in the books. Most of the characters always remember this distinctive scar he has across his cheek.
Right.
And they never showed that in the films. None of the actors ever had that scar.
Well, no, I don't. I don't.
And mainly probably because it's Hollywood, and you want to keep your action hero. You don't want to have him facially disfigured stuff. I guess especially at that time. So. yeah, I don't know why they never did it in the films. I'm guessing it's a Hollywood thing. I guess that's why that was the case. But interesting, they did it in this film, this game. Now, obviously, moving into this sort of merges into the movie subjects as well, because there's been a lot of talk of Christopher Nolan directing the new Bond movie, with Amazon at the helm now owning the rights. So whether that actually happens, because Nolan says he would love to do one, but he wants full control. I'm all for that. Give him full control. But cast Henry Cavill.
I agree. I agree with
cast
that.
Henry Cavill and get Nolan to direct. You'll have something wonderful.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I'm glad you said that, actually. Yeah.
That's where they should go with that. 100%. I think Tom Hardy's past it now. I think maybe 5-10 years ago, Tom Hardy would have been great. I think now he's probably a little bit too old now. It'd be another Daniel Craig scenario, you know. Even though he did about 5, but anyway, I thought I'd point that out because the game looks fun. I'm looking forward to getting it. I'm probably going to get it when it comes out because I have been dying for a brand new Bond game, and I'm sure like most gamers around that have all played like all the classics in the past, like GoldenEye and Nightfire and Everything and Nothing, and you know, all of those great games that EA used to make back in the day.
I was going to say, didn't EA, which, you know...
Well, apart from GoldenEye, GoldenEye was rare, but...
ironically been talking about because, you know, they make F1, so I was going to say, doesn't F1...
EA for a while had... Yeah, EA for a while. Games. They had the license for the Bond games, and they made Nightfire, which... It's going to be one of the most underrated Bond games ever made. And phenomenal game. I played that with my mates. Shout out to Luke and everyone else because we used to play that and it was great.
Most of those are first-person shooters, right?
Yeah, they were at the time. But then they did Everything or Nothing, which was a separate Bond story with Brosnan as the star and William Dafoe as the villain. And it was almost like as if... Like, basically, they never got round to making the film, so they turned it into a game. Right. They used their likeness, character models. They did all the voices. Judi Dench's M, John Cleese's Q. That was a great game, by the way. That was phenomenal. Another one. So I'm looking forward to this one, because it's going to be original.
And talking about earlier about your gaming tag, the Extreme Nerd. I remember back then in those days as well, we used to play the... GoldenEye Rogue, I believe it was called. Was it called GoldenEye Rogue? And it was the online version that we had on PS2. And it was great, because we all used to play it, if you remember. That was a great game as well.
GoldenEye Reloaded. It was GoldenEye Reloaded. GoldenEye you were thinking of GoldenEye Rogue Agent on PS2. Oh, there we go. That was a terrible game.
That was a terrible game.
That was a terrible game. But the GoldenEye... Reloaded.
Yeah, that was great.
They redid it with Daniel Craig, didn't they? And
well, I didn't like Daniel Craig.
I didn't like the campaign side, but the online stuff was fun. When we played that was a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun. A lot of stuff. But there you go. Look, movies and games.
Movies, games,
and almost videos.
Wow, almost videos.
Movies, games, and videos. You remember that? Movies, games, and videos. Nah, that was my era. Movies, games, and videos, man.
What, TV program?
Yeah, on a Saturday. Movies, games, and videos.
Yeah. No, I don't remember that.
Oh, I do. That was a great show.
It's probably just before my time.
Shout out to the 90s.
Yeah, well, I grew up in the 90s. I go, when was that?
Oh, God, I don't know. Early 90s. Movies, games, and videos.
Oh, okay. Well, I was only a youngster then, so probably wouldn't have remembered.
That's great. I remember trying to win the pink Game Boy that came with Kirby at the time. You could like enter for the competition. I remember spending quite a bit of money trying to get that. I didn't get it. I ended up getting the Game Boy that Christmas, by the way. So, you know, cheers, Mum.
Yeah, thanks, Mum. Thanks, Mum, for buying me a PS1 for Christmas and the original Xbox for Christmas at the time. And I can't remember what else. There was several
Every console I had. It almost. Anyway,
moving swiftly on.
Content.
All the recent videos that we've been posting up recently, I'm sure some of you have been watching, and some of you have taken notice on some of the stuff we've been posting and that. We thought we'd talk about some of them and what came about with some of them, especially the child and the child trailer, and that was just I couldn't help myself, man. I had to buy those Nerf guns.
Well,
man.
before we get into that, before we get into the reason why we even did this in the first place, for those of you that didn't see this trailer, watch this trailer now.
Everybody left me, man. Everybody turned on me, man. Right there behind that tree, goddamn you! Nobody said how difficult it would be to be the world's greatest, coolest uncle. Here he is! God damn it! Again! Go to hell!
Okay.
And we're back.
So, do you know what? Like, I'll let you explain.
Why have I got to explain?
Well, because it was your idea.
Was it? Oh, well, yeah, it was. Yeah, okay.
We went shopping one day in Warminster.
Yes, we were in Warminster, which is like a few miles out from where we live, and there was this store, and we went into this store, and we've seen all these X shots and Nerf guns that were. They were having some kind of clearance sale of some kind,
It was like
so
two
I was
for
just
20
like,
quid and stuff, wasn't it?
I just can't help myself, man. Like as soon as you show me Nerf guns and X shots, I'm there. Like
I believe that day we came home with 4 little ones and then 4 6-shot round ones, and then
like 2 rifles.
The two big like rifles that had like 32 rounds or something like that, and then your rapid one. They didn't work out. They kept jamming.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, the pro one or whatever it was supposed to
but
be.
But I do believe the day we bought those guns was the day we filmed all of that.
Yeah, it was the same day. It was the same day.
We did not plan for anything like that. We just started and we just started shooting each other, and I started doing these POV angles and like going. Everybody's just turned on me by shooting me.
The world's greatest, coolest uncle.
Next thing we knew, we had this whole Nerf trailer thing, and it's not over. By the way,
no,
it's by far it is not over. So if you think that might be the only one you see, it's not.
We created a monster.
Yeah, we have created a monster.
But yes, check out The Child if you haven't seen it. It was great fun. We had a lot of fun filming it, and we're looking forward to showing more for sure. We got one more out. We got another one coming up soon that we've done recently as well. We're not going to reveal too much of that, but we are looking forward to. We are looking forward to showing that one. We think it's a really funny one. Check that out on TikTok, as that will be put on TikTok especially. So if you haven't seen us on TikTok, check us out on the links below in the description of this video. You know the drill. Hit the bell, hit the subscribe button, etc., etc., etc.
And I was not pointing at my crotch. I am pointing at the subscribe.
Yes, get your filthy minds out of that place.
Yes.
You hear me? Yes, you hear me.
And with that in mind, you can book BTR today.
Yes, you can book BTR today, yes. We'll have the graphic swoosh across here like we always do. Yes.
Yes, you can book BTR for all your events, your weddings, your parties, your wrestling events, your sports events, your festivals, your gigs, your conventions, your Well, whatever you want, really. You know, we can film whatever you like as long as it's, you know, not too.
Party in your living room, you know, whatever, you know. Party in a car park somewhere in Asda, I don't know. Whatever you want to do it, we'll do it.
Yeah, we're there.
It'll be fun. Book us right now. All the information is there. Ka-ching. Right, so anyway, the next thing I wanted to talk about was I've recently done this gig at the Fox Tavern. We talked about it last episode.
Yes.
We did this last weekend. I played there last Saturday. It was great fun. We had a great time. We set everything up. We had all the cameras out. We had a lot of fun filming and doing those videos. So for those of you that watched the video, you'll see it. You would have known. Yeah, it was great fun. We had a lot of fun with that. Looking forward to doing more videos like that in live shows.
Yeah.
And doing
I had a great time.
The camera angles were great. We had a lot of fun.
Yeah, I had a great time messing around with some camera angles and
it was
stuff.
great fun editing it as well, like sitting there going through it piece by piece, and nice to see angles like that because I never see that from my perspective. So it's nice to see those perspectives for a change and to have things put together like that was cool.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
My next one is in a couple of weeks' time. I recently just put a posters up for that, so check them out on Facebook and on Instagram and on TikTok as well. It's all on there, so check out for the next dates that we've all got next. For you though, we got Smash coming up. This is the latest one we've got coming up.
Yeah, this coming Saturday we have got Smash Pro Wrestling. I make my return to pro wrestling after 2 years.
2 years too long.
2 years, man. 2 years too long. 2 years I've been away from professional wrestling, and Smash Wrestling have opened the doors and allowed me back in and have welcomed me with open arms, and very overwhelmed by it all, but I'm very, very excited as well. I can't wait. Yeah. I cannot wait. And they got a stacked card as well.
Oh.
Absolutely stacked card. The match card is going to come up on the screen.
Oh, there we go.
Because, you know, we're that talented these days. We can bring things up on the screen with a click of a finger.
Yeah, like that.
Yes, you see. And then
like that.
We've got some great matches on.
Like this. Like this. Like this. Like this. Yeah. Yes, I'm looking forward to Smash, though. It's good to see you back in the business and making your return and finally getting back onto it again.
You're going to experience something very, very different when you come and do.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to meeting the talent. I'm looking forward to meeting Joe and everybody else that's involved in the show and how everything works. It's going to be new for me. I've not seen much of it before, so I'm a huge fan. I'm a huge devoted fan like yourself, but to get involved in this now is exciting. It's a new avenue. I'm ready to rock and roll. I'm sure you are.
Yeah, I am most certainly.
I'm looking forward to seeing some talent do some moves and kick some ass. And,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I am very much looking forward to coming back and making my return. And I am open for bookings now. I'm open to coming back to anybody, really. Like anybody that's up for bringing me back or booking BTR in general. We can film your events at the same time as well. If not, you can even just book me for commentary as well. I can do it from home. I can be there live. I can. Yes.
It's all there.
It's all there. And it's all there.
What's the date for Smash?
The date for Smash was this Saturday. It's the 14th of June.
This Saturday, the 14th of June, be there. I'm sure there are still some tickets available.
There are still tickets available, I do believe, as well. And the doors, I believe, are at 4. Show starts at 5 or something like that. Better have a look on the poster. It's on the screen. You get.
Yes.
There you go.
And we'll leave links down in the descriptions below so that you can book your tickets online if you don't want to do it at the door. There we are.
I also will be recording for new Q5s as well, as like a Q5 went up last week as well. With Harlan Pravado,
Andre Chase,
the NXT superstar from Chase University. So I mean, give that one a watch. That's a really, really good interview. He talks a lot about Sting.
He does, and he's a really nice guy and a great talent. And hopefully, we'll see him. Hopefully we'll see him around again one time. It would be great to see him again. If he ever does end up coming back to the Indies again, that's we're looking forward to seeing that if he ever does that. So, but yeah, you got a new Q5 coming up. We're going to film that this Saturday. you're going to pick somebody to sit with, and we'll film that. And yes, we're looking forward to doing that. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, it's going to be good fun.
yeah,
good fun this Saturday.
We're jam packed for this month, man. It's going to be a busy one for weekends.
Yeah, let's bring that graphic up on the screen actually of
Yeah,
what we do have left for June. We've got 3, so we have got that. We have got Smash, and then we have got the Bristol one where you're supporting.
Yeah, the Kegels. I'm supporting the Kegels in Bristol. The Green Room starting about
Interesting.
9 o'clock. I'm doing about a 45-minute set. I'm looking
Yeah, man.
forward to doing that. Got invited to joining them. They sound great. They sound like a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to the show. I've not been in the Green Room before, and it looks like a pretty cool vibe in there, man. Lots of bands play there by the looks of it.
Sounds good, man.
So I'm really looking forward to it, and we want to bring as many people in. It's nice to collaborate with all these different musicians around the country and that. So yeah, that's going to be great fun. And then we're back at Gospel
Yeah, we
again
are. Back in Gosport.
for the final week of June. And I will be there, same again, same time, 8:30. Be there, be square. And I'll be there rocking and rolling as the T.S Andrews Experience. I'll be there. It'll be great to see you all there.
Awesome.
All right, that's being said, we've got couple of more things we want to talk about just before we end this. We had not long just watched Money in the Bank. And lots of things happened.
Oh, I'd love to put across here that I'm very, very happy that Naomi won.
Yes, absolutely. Congratulations, Naomi.
And
I
very,
was
very
absolutely rooting
disappointed.
for her.
And very, very disappointed that Solo didn't win. That could be quite controversial to some of you guys out there. But,
Well,
we wanted Solo to win.
To be honest, I don't care. He didn't need the win. He didn't need the win.
Seth didn't need the win.
He didn't need
No,
it.
Seth didn't need
I don't
the win.
understand why they gave it to him.
No, he doesn't need the win.
There were 5 other guys there that were worthy of that.
Yeah, he didn't need that briefcase. He really does not need that briefcase, especially what they've got planning, what they could have. Because now, obviously, they're going to go a different direction now. And now he's got this briefcase. But they could have done something. He doesn't need that. He's got 2 guys. He's got Paul Heyman. He doesn't need a briefcase to win a goddamn title, does he? No.
No, not really.
But we're just disappointed that Solo didn't win, because we must put across here that Solo, regardless whether if you like Solo Sikoa or not, Solo
I think he's great,
is one of the greatest workers in WWE
I love
right
him.
now.
I think
really
he's great,
is.
man.
Right? Some of his moves, some of his... I
the
love
way
it.
he
It's
sells
fantastic, man.
reactions and
Brilliant.
overreacts, and I love it. It just reminds me of, like how Rikishi used to be back in the day. A little bit.
right,
You know, it's that
great.
kind of that cheeky attitude, and I really love it with Solo. He's going places, I think.
But also, to our main event.
Well,
We'd also like you to, talk about this in the comments, whether whatever time or wherever you are in the world watching this. Put your comments in the comments as well. What we want to know is do you think it was a work, or do you think that you had the power of bringing our truth back,
well, this is the question.
or wrong killings, should we say?
Well,
Because
the wrong killing,
Triple H is there stating in so many words that it's a work. I don't know. I said it was a work from the beginning.
I think it's never going to get answered. It's going to be one of those.
Of course it won't get answered.
It's going to be one of those wrestling mysteries where, was truth ever fired, or was it a work all along? To be honest, I agree with you. I think everything should be assumed as a work unless they say otherwise.
Yeah,
because they did not give out a statement
you're
when truth came out and said they had released me. Whereas everyone else had been given WWE had given a statement saying that these people are going, like Braun Strowman and Carlito and all those people, but they never did it with truth.
No.
They never did it with truth.
No, you're correct. You are right there. And well, there you go. And
It's a great curveball, though. I'm not saying it was a bad thing. I mean, if it was a work, bravo. I mean, come on. I mean, that's That's playing kayfabe in social media the right way.
I mean, if you're gonna do that, and you've got this list of guys, and you're like, look, we've got some cutbacks that we're gonna have to go. How can we make these cutbacks? Like, how can we make this interesting? How can we really put a spin on it? Tell you what, let's put like one of the biggest fan favourites out there at the moment as well, because he was pretty hot at the time as well. His whole Judgment Day thing was hilarious. His whole John Cena, the fact that he's his, all-time hero and everything, his childhood hero, sorry, even though he's older than Cena.
There was something that I did see that Bully Ray had said on his podcast with a couple of the other guys, and he said at the time because they all thought he had been released,
right,
he turned around and said, wouldn't it have been hilarious if he had turned up in AEW or TNA still believing he's in WWE? That would have been great, right? It would have just, if I was Tony, I'd have been like, yeah, all right then. I'd have given him more than money to do that.
Yeah.
Well, I think, especially if it was in TNA, I think it would have worked really well in TNA.
TNA would have been hilarious, considering
it would have been hilarious.
Partnership.
Yeah, and it would have worked because
would
they're in
been
partnership. So, but yeah. Anyway, sorry to interject. You were saying.
Well, yeah. What I was saying is that if you've got a list like that, and it's going to be a damper on social media anyway, whack somebody on there. That's a big fan favourite. It's going to stir the pot. As soon as everybody reads that on social media, everybody's going to believe that. But like you said, WWE never actually stated that they were letting go of Truth or anything. He just stated that. But then again, it could have been a whole thing where he got confused and he thought he was being released because he didn't save wrestling.
Well,
or there was just a lot of things they could have done now.
Ron the Truth Killings now.
That's right.
That's on his merch now.
Yes, that is true.
And he attacked Cena and, all of that. So maybe this is an opportunity for him now to have an actual storyline played out so that he can actually retire gracefully.
Well,
get a Hall of Fame entry.
This was the other thing that I was saying to you earlier.
Right.
Is that if it's not a work, and he was generally let go, and there was this whole thing of like contract agreement and money arguments, and the fact that they wanted to knock his money down, and he said no. But maybe if that is true, right? Let's say that is true. Maybe, the agreement will look like we really need you to come back, but we really can't pay you that amount of money anymore. Like, we just can't afford to pay you like that anymore. Because their roster's stupidly big, let's be honest.
It is ridiculous.
Right, that's why they have these layoffs.
Well, now you've got 4 rosters they're playing with now.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Well, no, you got more than that. Don't forget you got I think it's Evolve, isn't it? And stuff like that. You got loads of stuff going on. Yeah, and
TNA technically.
Yeah, so you got loads of stuff going on, but you're going to bring him back. Now, I wonder, if this is true, I wonder if there was, well, I tell you what, can I please, drop the fun, the funny gimmick, the confused R-Truth after he took that knock to the head, I don't know how many years ago.
Years ago.
I don't know how many years ago. Anyway,
yeah.
And that's why he's Ron the Truth Killings now. We're going to get a serious R-Truth. We're going to get a serious guy now. And then this will end his career. He probably still won't get a title run, even though it'd be nice if he did, even if it was for a month. Maybe he could be the guy that actually ends Cena. That I think that would be cool as well.
It'd be a nice little swan song for him, I guess.
Yeah.
And then he sort of... in a fitting, weird way, he could have sort of, advocate the belt afterwards.
Yeah.
And be like, I saved wrestling, I'm off, And then that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Exactly. Yeah. So they both retire at the same time.
Yeah. But who knows? I mean, I'm glad he's back. I'm glad they're going in this... There's just hope, please, that you've dropped this bombshell on us now in returning the attack Cena and that. Go forward with it. Don't just leave it. and nothing become of it, because we've had so much of that happen before.
Yes.
And don't do it on Truth. It's not worth it. It'd be so wasted on him otherwise. You know, he's such a, and as well, all of the superstars that came forward to speak about Truth when the news
It's
had
pretty
come out.
incredible, really, wasn't it?
It
Really?
just goes to show how much of an impact he had in the locker room. So I would look at that and think, well, this guy brings morale. You know, this guy lifts up attitudes and makes the environment much better within everybody, because they love having Truth around.
He's a locker room guy.
He's a locker room guy.
Yeah, he's a
You know, I would certainly have him back there and giving everyone, you know, get out there and, you know, and he probably does that. So, you know, yeah, glad he's back. Great way to introduce him back. And if it was a work, bravo, Triple H. You had me fooled. So there you are. There you have it.
There you go.
All right. Well, until next time, ladies and gents, we will be back for the next episode of Mind the Gap, the PTR show.
Yeah, that's right. And I hope to see you this Saturday at Smash. And we hope to see you in Gosport and Bristol for our gigs as well.
Yeah, BTR on the road. It is indeed.
Yes.
Until then, keep rolling them dice, keep pressing that start button, keep making those wrestling moves, and keep hitting that record button. And we will see you again next time.
Good night.